Eliot Roth of the Business Consumer Insights at 2025 Penfield Road. I'll refresh your memory about your disgusting participation in this assault on my civil and constitutional rights by Sheriff Todd Baxter. One day, I leave my house to walk through the parking lot next to my house for the 4,000th time. I know you were told there would be no man, Eliot. 4,000 times I've walked through this parking lot. This includes before your business, Jonestown, was even built. And when Dr. Gloria Nichols was my dentist in the building that second demented Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah now occupy. 4,000 times I've walked through that parking lot. My neighbors walked through that parking lot. After the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park on June 30th, 200 people walked through the parking lot after the fireworks, and people were walking through the parking lot all day long because of the July 4th events at Penfield High School. So, Eliot, on this day, I begin to walk through the parking lot to add to my 4,000 times. And you're outside, and you got this oddball, weird look on your face. And you say to me, "You're going to be arrested." And I don't know what you're talking about. So my question to you, Eliot, is, what is the name of the individual at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that told you I was to be arrested? What is the name of the individual at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that told you I was to be arrested, Eliot Roth? That's what's in this envelope that you refuse to open. Do I have civil and constitutional rights, Eliot Roth? Tell me. You can't answer that question because you don't know the answer. Because you're a fanatic. What flavor is the Kool-Aid that you're drinking at your Jonestown, Eliot? That's what I want to know. And you know, Eliot, you're not the only one that's afraid to open his mail. So was Sheriff Todd Baxter. The sheriff of Monroe County is afraid to open his mail from me. And that's sent, just like you, Eliot, certified mail. So, your neighbors, Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah, they're afraid to open their mail too. Neeraj Shah refused. Layla Kumar refused. Layla Kumar refused. And the person at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that I've been demanding the payroll from, his name is Michael Radler. This is a double dipper. I'll explain to you what a double dipper is, Eliot. Double dipper is someone that collects two paychecks from the government because they did a certain period of time, 10, 15, 20 years, and they get a paycheck for that time period. They're done, they're out. And then they're subsequently rehired and they get another paycheck. So Michael Radler of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office has two paychecks. I have them right here. I have a bank. I'm going to point to it with the appropriate finger for you, Eliot, and for Sheriff Baxter and the rest of your Kool-Aid drinkers. Yeah, so he's the bank of Todd Baxter made out the Michael Radler double dipper. I've showed this to him previously. And we have the bank of Todd Baxter, Michael Radler double dipper. You know why I don't understand? I don't know how much he's making because he won't send me the payroll, and that's what I'm demanding. So, Eliot, who told you in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that I was to be arrested? What's that person's name? You know the name. You got my email. What is the name of the person in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that told you I was to be arrested? And I know what you will do. You will refuse to tell me. Because if you told me, then that's your nauseating confession that you're participating in this abridgment of my civil and constitutional rights. And you don't even know what civil and constitutional rights are in the United States of America, because you don't live in the United States of America. On May 12th, 2019, registered mail certified receipt to Todd Baxter, and I asked him for the image of me and the price of the installation of a surveillance device at 2025 Penfield Road, specifically to monitor if I walk through the Holy Roman Todd K. Baxter parking lot on May 12th, 2019. I didn't hear back from him. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, Chris. We don't get it. That's because this device is installed on your building, and it's right there. That's a picture of it. That is called, wait for it, Eliot and Sheriff Baxter, a surveillance device. That's it right there. And I was on it. Because when I walked outside to confront the toothless grass cutter from Broccolo Tree and Lawn Care, I was outside for 30 seconds. I'm on it. And the video was on the phone of Sheriff Todd Baxter's deputy whack job when his 6 whack jobs descended on me. 6 of them were here for being outside for 30 seconds. So, now, Eliot, you are the lunatic fringe, and you employ the lunatic fringe. You employ Nancy Dooley. That's an email that you received. Why haven't you fired Nancy Dooley? She's obviously a train wreck. She's obviously has emotional issues. Falsely reporting an incident, Consumer Insights in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Email June 20th, 2019 at 9:53 p.m. Nancy Dooley, Consumer Insights, 2025 Penfield Road, Penfield, New York, 14526. I'll refresh your memory about your disgusting contribution to this assault on my life by Sheriff Stooge Todd K. Baxter, because you are at its apotheosis. I walk my wonderful little guy for 4,000 time on the land that runs alongside my residence to reach the land behind my residence. Layla Kumar Shah and Nairaj Shah don't own the land alongside or behind my residence because these 2 whack jobs don't possess the required document to prove ownership. That land document is attached. As I'm walking on this strip of land next to my house, you are backing away from your cult parking lot in your car. You stop. I'm standing on this land with my wonderful little guy. Nothing is happening. You don't drive away. In fact, you're bizarrely staring at me, my wonderful little guy, as your cult is responsible for Sheriff Stooge Baxter descending on my residence like I'm harboring Lee Harvey Oswald. I have zero patience for your fanaticism. You continue to stare at me and my dog. I'm looking at you and thinking you require long-term mental health treatment. You simply don't do what? Drive away and reach your destination and go berserk for the night. I have zero tolerance for your surveillance state cult. And I say, what the fuck are you looking at? Fuck you. As you drive away, you conclude this language is a war crime because less than 60 minutes later, I hear a knock on my door. Knock, knock, Chris. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office, mentally ill, badge-wearing, gun-carrying, Barney-fied jokes. I open it to see a male and female. I was surprised neither is wearing a black hood and carrying a sight. I let them in and I walk to the center of my living room. As I turn around, this male deputy fascist stooge is approximately 12 inches from my nose. He followed me to the center of my living room to position himself for jumping the shark. The conversation. Baxter deputy fascist stooge. What did you say to the woman in the car? Chris Chichester. I said, what the fuck are you looking at? Fuck you. Just like I'll say to you, what the fuck are you looking at? Fuck you. Baxter deputy fascist stooge. Don't swear at me. So Eliot and Nancy and Sheriff Stooge Baxter, what are you doing at my house? For telling Nancy Dooley, what the fuck are you looking at? Fuck you. What are you coming to my house for? This is called exercising my First Amendment right. And what is she doing staring at me as I'm standing there with my wonderful little guy? I mean, because she thinks that if my dog defecates and urinates in her presence, it's going to hurt her precious little feelings. Isn't that right, Nancy? So, Nancy, why are you calling the sheriff's office to my house after I said, what the fuck are you looking at? Fuck you and fuck you, Nancy. You got that? I'm sure Sheriff Baxter's going to be here in about 60 minutes because I just told you to fuck off again. So, Nancy, what crime did I commit? Tell me, Sheriff Baxter. Tell me, Michael Radley, the double dipper. You just have total contempt for the First Amendment. I've used profanity for 30 years, just like millions of Americans are right now. Right now. You should visit New York City, because that's the capital of fuck you and fuck off. And fuck you, Todd. You got that? So, Nancy. New York Consolidated Laws Penal Law, PEN 240.50, false reporting an incident in the third degree. Person is guilty of false reporting an incident in the third degree when knowing the information reported, conveyed, or circulated to be false or baseless, he/she initiates or circulates a false report or warning of an alleged occurrence or pending occurrence of a crime, catastrophe, or emergency under circumstances in which it is not unlikely that public alarm or inconvenience will result. An emergency which did not in fact occur and does not in fact exist. Did not in fact occur and does not in fact exist. You got that, Nancy Dooley? Huh? Now, Nancy, I've seen you and your hair. All right, so you need to work on your Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction, Crazy Town hair. All right, that needs a lot of work, honey. All right, I mean, you got to get the curls going really, really, really big, okay? And stay away from bunny rabbits. You cannot, Nancy, be around any bunny rabbits, all right? So, Eliot. What is the name of the individual in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that told you I was to be arrested? What is his name? Why can't you tell me? Tell me. You got my email. What is the name of the individual in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office that told you I was to be arrested? Email June 29, 2019 at 3:07 p.m. The procession tonight in the Holy Roman Todd K. Baxter parking lot in Penfield, New York. This is addressed to Michael Rather, W. Tadeo, S. Alberti, K. Miller, Neeraj Shah, Eliot Roth, Nancy Dooley, Rebecca Kurlak, Todd K. Baxter, East Germany. Tonight will be a big night for individuals walking on the consecrated cement of the Holy Roman Todd K. Baxter parking lot. Do you know what is going to happen tonight in Penfield, East Germany, Todd? I will tell you as you loosen your bullets with Lily von Stuck at the Statistinkton. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's a state security service in a certain ex-country from 1933 to 1945. Can you guess what country that is? Beginning at 6 p.m. at Harris Whalen Park, the 2019 Independence Day celebration begins for the town of Penfield. This event certifies that individuals will be walking on the divine concrete that you and your fellow whack jobs supervise in Penfield. Take a guess how you can confirm these individuals will walk on the immaculate collection of your concrete tonight, East Germany, Todd. You are spending taxpayer dollars to buy a surveillance device and affixed it atop the Consumer Insights Cult of 2025 Penfield Road, East Germany, Todd. For me, you are spending taxpayer dollars to buy that device. For who, East Germany, Todd? Me, baby. How many of these innocent Americans will be arrested tonight? Not a single one. But if I join this procession to or from Harris Whalen Park, the 6 fanatics are in a frenzy to violate my constitutional and civil rights. So, how many people did you, Sheriff Stooge Baxter, arrest that night for walking through the parking lot? A crime's a crime. Charging document for me, the instrument. This pathetic concoction, this lie, says I walked through the parking lot after being told by police that I'm not allowed on the property, and that's a lie too. And through certified mail. They're sending me registered mail, Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah. Right? They're sending me, they want me to open mail. Layla Kumar and Neeraj want me to open mail. And here they are refusing to open mail from me. Refused. Neeraj, refused. So Neeraj and Layla Kumar, you know, I got your small needle of whack job here, Neeraj and Layla Kumar. Okay? All right, now, your big needle of whack job, President Donald Trump is having it delivered to Penfield on an aircraft carrier, okay? All right, so when it gets here, I'll let you know, all right? And Neeraj and Layla Kumar, get that psychiatric help you require. All right, and what you need to do is you need to call Sheriff Baxter and ask him for the name of his psychiatrist, and he can help you out. Okay, Neeraj and Layla Kumar, you got that? And Neeraj and Layla Kumar, what you need to do is call Dr. Gloria Nichols. There's her name ring the bell in Crazy Town. Because Dr. Nichols used to be in the building that you now occupy with your nauseating, disgusting, fanatical presence. And when I would walk through the parking lot, adding to my 4,000 times, she would say, hello, how are you? One of the nicest, most decent, pleasant people I've ever met. And I'll tell you what Dr. Gloria Nichols never did. I take my wonderful little guy for his walk over here for the 4,000th time, and the back window from the Shaw Law Firm flies open, and this overweight woman is screaming at me. I don't know, but she's screaming. I take my wonderful little guy in, and I walk over there. I open the door, and there's this deuce and a half that you employ, Neeraj and Leila Kumar. And I walk over to her, and I say, what's the problem? Why are you screaming? She refuses to talk to me. And she has a look of fear on her face, which I loved. So she refuses to talk, I leave. What I don't know as I walk back to my residence is that either this woman or you two whack jobs, Leila Kumar and Neeraj, already called either animal control or the sheriff's office, and they're coming to my house to demand my dog. One phone call. If you own the land, Neeraj and Leila Kumar, why don't you just walk over to my residence and give me the title of the property? And that's because you don't own that land, and you don't have a title to prove that you own that land. Monroe County Office of Real Property has no documentation from you. You don't have the documentation. And then when I demanded it from Sheriff Baxter, I said, send it to me. I didn't get anything from him. So just because you have your little shack on land back there doesn't mean that you own that land. Because land has a property line, Neeraj and Leila Kumar. So where's your fucking property line? I just used profanity. You, Sheriff Stooge Baxter, need to send two of your whack jobs to my house to tell me how to fucking talk, and fuck you, Todd. You got that? So, Todd, where's your public employee payroll? Where is it? I want to know how much you pay your fanatics to descend on my life. You are a public employee. So are you, Madam District Attorney Sandra Dorley, and you will also refuse to disclose what you pay your public employees. Your prosecutor stood there in the nauseating star chamber of Penfield Town Court and didn't say a word. Not a sound, not a syllable, nothing, and I'm delivered to Monroe County Jail as an innocent man. I'm going to explain to you, Madam District Attorney Sandra Dorley, your philosophy of the law. Everybody arrested is guilty. That's it. Everybody arrested is guilty. That's your four-word philosophy of the law, Madam District Attorney Sandra Dorley. So, Madam District Attorney, you want another 4 years as District Attorney, your DA? I'm an innocent man. I went to jail. Your DA. You're going to be hearing from me relentlessly every day between now and Election Day. Your DA is a lie. Because your DA stood in Penfield Town Court, didn't say a word. Because I'm not guilty of any crime. And your DA watched the handcuffs go on me as an innocent man. And your DA said nothing to John Momenzo or Andrew Reale or any of these other lunatics, fanatics, vile people. Your DA. Send your public employee payroll to my residence at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield, New York, District Attorney Sandra Dorley, and Sheriff Todd Baxter. Taxpayer dollars. Fund your nauseating, fanatical existence. And I demand to know how much you pay your nauseating, fanatical employees.